So I captured the data that's going into the RDS board, but it's a huge amount of data with no clear beginning or ending or any logic whatsoever, so it's almost impossible to decode. So I captured the data coming out of the RDS board, and there's already much more promising because we have an RDS start pulse and we have 20 clock pulses for every start pulse, and you can already see that it's much more visible what the data actually is, and you can already see that this one and this one is the same. Still a lot of data, but I think I can work with this. So I bought a very simple FM transmitter, but it also supports RDS text. So I put RDS 0001 onto the display and made a capture of the RDS data coming out of the RDS board, and I did the same with RDS 0002 on the display, so I can compare the differences. I would expect only to see one digit change and that the rest of the data is the same. So I exported all the data into OpenOffice and I marked where the start position of the data should be. You can see that it's still a huge amount of data, but there's a bit of logic because I have the RDS reset, and the RDS reset marks where the signal starts, and then you have the RDS start after every 20 pulses, and you also have the RDS clock. So I made a formula that gets every single pulse after the RDS start to see what the data is. So I combined all the strings next to each other, and then you have 20 pulses after every RDS start signal. I did the same for RDS2, and then I put them next to each other into a column and did a compare to see if there's any difference. And as I said, I would expect only one digit to change, but apparently there's a lot more differences. So what I need to figure out is what the data means, what the differences are between RDS 0001 and 0002, and the most important thing is if I can recreate this data and send it back into the amplifier so that I can put my own custom text onto the display.